Shabbat Shalom. Good evening, everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on the Bima, so glad to be back. Glad to see each and every one of you here. Special welcome, Shabbat Shalom, Brachim Habaim, to those watching the live stream from at home, alongside all of us who are here in the sanctuary. Rabbi Matt Berger, our Temple President Marlene Wayne is on the Bima behind us. Our assistant soloist, Michelle McNicholas, is here with us this evening. Very pleased about that. And Joy Katzen-Guthrie, as always, our accompanist, is there. And I'd like to thank Paula Rosoff and Allison Rosoff and Joy for leading services last Friday when I was up at summer camp, which is a completely different experience for a Friday evening or Shabbat morning Shabbat, and I'll be speaking about that a little bit later. You'll be able to follow along in our prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah, Dwelling Place of Prayer. You'll find the words of the psalmist, Hine Ma Tov, how good it is, on page 10, and as always, you'll find the words right on the screen. We're going to open with Rick Reck's arrangement of this beautiful song.
טוב ומנעים שברכים גם יחד הנה מה 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 טוב ומנעים שברכים גם יחד שברכים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברכים גם יחד.
Any ladies here would like to join us on the beam and help us light the Shabbat candles? You'll find the bracha, the blessing, on page 2 as we sing Light These Lights. Feel free to come forward.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love,
Shalom. Thank you so much. A wonderful trio bringing in the light of our weekly holiday into the sanctuary. Join me now in a prayer for the state, land, and people of Israel. Avinu Shebashamayim, O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, shield the state of Israel beneath the wings of your love. Shelter it with your canopy of peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Bless the soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces and all who stand guard to protect our people. Keep them from all trouble and injury. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And we think of them especially this weekend as they are on high alert due to the resumption of hostilities, unfortunately, in Iran. So we hope that all the U.S. soldiers remain safe, as well as those in the state of Israel. We're going to continue in our prayer books with a Shabbat table song, Shalom Aleichem, which speaks to the angels that are said to accompany us on Shabbat, one of them hoping to see a wonderfully set Shabbat table, and the other one chiding us if the table is not quite set. So hopefully the better angel will be with us when they see what's going on at home.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeyetchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Now Michelle is going to lead us in the Half or Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, B'yoma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyom echon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, uvizman kariv, V'yimeru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivorach, le'olam u'almei almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbichata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, v'yimeru amen.
Rise now for Shema and its blessings. The call to prayer. Our prayer for the evening, Mariv Aravim, page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time, and you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. Ahavat Olam, meaning great love, on page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Sing, open up our eyes.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one, and we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Feel free to be seated. We'll continue page 36. You shall love Adonai your God. The words of the Ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, vidibartam, beshivtecha beveitecha, uvlechtecha vaderech, uvshachbecha, uvkumecha, uvshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotavot beineinecha, uvtavtam, al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, vasitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item gedoshim le'elohechem,
Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher tzeiתי etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
On page 39, you'll find words of truth and faith. Emet ve'emunah, join me. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we are taught wherever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go to eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. There is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. And we'll take this journey together by singing Mi Chamocha, who is like you, God.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Norati lot osefele. Norati lot osefele. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Norati lot osefele. Norati lot osefele.
Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. We'll turn now to words of protection, the Hashkiveni that you'll find on page 42 with the English right on the screen.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Vehamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right.
Let's continue with our standing prayers, which begin on page 46. Adonai, open up our lips.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh HaKol, V'zocher Chasei V'yamahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah Rav Leoshia, Morid HaTahal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'rofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yehalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Feel free to be seated. Let's continue with the remaining 4 blessings of the tefillah. First, for the holiness of Shabbat, you'll find these words on page 55. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. On the following page, words of worship, avodah, worship of the heart. Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato Litzion. And for things that we're grateful for, one of the things that's really nice about camp is the camp director on Shabbat will do a bunch of shout outs for all the different units and various counselors who did really good things. And they get a sticker. The counselors get to actually hold the Torah and walk around with them when we do the Shabbat walk from the Friday evening prayer service all the way to the dining hall for our Shabbat dinner. So I'd like to do a shout out. There are some ladies and gents who did a really great job cleaning our kitchen. And I'm not going to name all of their names, but I just wanted to thank you know who you are. And that's my shout out for today. Really helped make it spick and span, and that's greatly appreciated. The volunteers of our congregation are hugely important, and I wanted to thank each and every one of them. So let's say our prayer of goodness together, words of Hoda'ah. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha u'cha na'eh lechodot. And for our words of prayer and peace, we'll sing Shalom Rav that you'll find on page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech hador lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech hador lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Let's continue with a prayer of healing, Misha Be'erak, that you'll find on 253. Think of those in our community and beyond who are in need of strength and courage at this time. We call to mind especially this Shabbat Joanne Beeman-Fiddleman, Hope Brown, Michael Bruno, Ted Calderon, Tyler Chang, Corey DeVicente, Lillian Epstein, Heather Felser, Harry Fleisch, David Freelander, Susan Gadd, Aubrey Guy, Jeff Hirsch, Kathy Howard, Tara Inskeep, Stephen Josias, Brian Kagan, Phil Lewis, Jerry Longerich, Marnell Pruchok, Barbara Randall, Adrian Rondon, Stephanie Ross, Ann Rubin, Jeff Stark, Grace Tribbiano, Greg Tribbiano, Ginger Valenote, and Minnie Weiss. If there are any other names that you'd like to add personally, feel free to do so at this time.
Be'erach avotech to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Balagan. That's Hebrew speak for a state of barely controlled chaos or disorganized confusion. It's probably one of the most frequently used slang words in Israel and can describe anything ranging from a messy room to a traffic jam or to general pandemonium. Its fascinating etymology traces back to an old Persian word, which was balakan, meaning upper room or balcony. But through trade and linguistic shifts over hundreds of years, the word traveled to Turkey and then Russia, where it referred to a temporary wooden structure, like one that you would find at a fairground theater. Later, it was adopted into Yiddish and eventually brought to Israel by Russian-speaking immigrants during the early waves of Zionism in the late 20th and early 21st century. Balagan also happens to describe a very unique and noisy ritual that happens 3 times a day at many Jewish summer camps, precisely during the Birkat Hamazon, or the grace or blessings after meals. Now, when we have a Shabbat meal here Friday night at the temple, these melodious blessings are relatively straightforward. I lead the call and response section at the beginning, and those who are there, they follow with the appropriate responses, and then we finish together. It's a pretty low volume affair. I'd say about 70 to 75 decibels. That's equivalent to the thrum of like town traffic. Not ear-splitting by any means, but step into a Chadar Ochel, that's Hebrew for a dining hall, at a Jewish summer camp, and it's pandemonium. I'm talking way over 100 decibels in volume. And that's not including the table slamming, the dancing, the elbow jostling, and all that's part and parcel of the very distinct choreography. A social scientist, I would think, would find it quite interesting, even if he or she wouldn't use the word balagan to describe it. I'll ask our tech team to share a picture that I took of campers. There were about 350 campers and maybe 150 staff, so usually about 500 people were packed into the dining hall at Camp Coleman in Georgia. Now, since 1962, probably not in that very nice air-conditioned dining hall, thousands of campers, staff, specialists like ropes course and lake and swimming, and faculty such as myself who go up maybe for a week or two, have spent time at Camp Coleman in the mountains of Georgia, soaking up the distinct energy the ruach, we would say in Hebrew, and spirit of Jewish camp. I'm sure that many of us here went to some sort of a summer camp. Maybe it was a day camp run by the local rec center, or for me personally, the Jewish Community Center in town. Maybe it was a sleepaway camp for 3 or 4 weeks, or perhaps even an adventure camp where hiking and biking were regular activities. It's likely that these childhood experiences helped us navigate the social landscape of being a preteen or teenager, allowing us to forge great new friendships and grow as young men and women. So it is with Camp Coleman. Every day is filled with informal education experiences teaching very good Jewish values, opportunities to learn about Israel from Israeli counselors, Israeli scouts, and Israeli staff, and many bonding activities from soccer to tie-dyeing t-shirts to song. From the lively blessings that we hear in the dining hall, to the multi-day Maccabea Color Wars, to tending the camp garden, or as I did this summer, learning how to can pickles with some of the kids, to climbing the Etgar Challenge 40-foot tall wall, or using the high ropes course, campers learn about themselves and push their personal boundaries, all in a very welcoming and nurturing environment. It's always great to see our Temple Ahavat Shalom teens at Camp Coleman while serving as faculty. I'll ask our tech team to share a picture that we took last Shabbat on Saturday after the Shabbat lunch. Typically, rabbis or faculty take pictures with their campers. I evidently didn't get the memo about wearing white on Shabbat. The last time I was at camp, I was there at the end of camp and didn't go to Shabbat, so I was like one of the only people not wearing white among 500 people. So next time I'll definitely remember the white shirt. Campers return year after year after year because of the awesome friendships that they make, the fantastic Jewish environment, and the promise of fun-filled weeks on camp time. It's an immersive opportunity to live Jewish values and take pride in their identity as members of the tribe. You should know that every single Union for Reform Judaism congregation helps make camp possible through our maintenance of union membership dues. It's a vital way that Reformed congregations like ours help us nurture tomorrow's Jewish leaders, not just our campers, but campers from many places throughout the Southeast and throughout the country. Every one of the URJ summer camps excel at helping campers build confidence, independence, and self-esteem. I witnessed firsthand how campers discover what it means to be Jewish on their own terms, sharing personal messages with the larger group during camp-wide evening tefillah or prayers. There are also ample opportunities every day for aspiring musicians to help lead songs and prayers. And starting this year, different drawings about the theme that each unit was doing. Instead of them being just written down, they were digitized and then put on the screen. So like here, where we see the prayers on the screen, so too at camp. You'll see that too. There are some of the musicians right there. At Camp Coleman, each age group or unit has what's called a lab component. It's a designated time for Jewish exploration. It's an acronym that stands for learning and belonging, hence LAB. It's designed to open campers and deepen campers' Jewish knowledge while fostering a sense of community and belonging within camp, as well as the broader Jewish world. In one of the sessions that I led, we learned about the meaning behind the Tower of Babel. That's the oft-told biblical story in Genesis where people tried to build a building that would be tall enough to eventually reach God. So we held a contest to see how tall of a structure each of the smaller groups could make out of mini marshmallows and toothpicks. There were some various sizes, but I think it was about this big, was about as far as people could get. And it was really interesting to see how the kids and campers, thought. It turned out that making little triangles turned out to be a really good way to stack rather than just random stacking. But behind it all, we then had, after the fun activity, a pretty deep discussion about the importance of humility, which is the Jewish value of anavah, as opposed to egoism, which is one of the main themes that the biblical writer wants us to not go in that direction. All in all, a magical week. I, of course, missed my family and all of you here at TAS, but spending time at camp has been an important part of my time being a rabbi. I've probably been to about 12 different summers at various URJ camps serving as faculty. Thankfully, unlike the Israelites who had to pitch tent in each of the 42 stops that they went, I didn't need to break camp or set up camp because I had a nice lodge with an AC unit, which is very, very nice. But I did take more than 15,000 steps a day because the camp is based on, it's like two mountains and a valley where the lake is, and there's an upper deck, a middle deck, and a lower, and then you have to go to the middle deck and the high deck, and that's just to go to like one meal at the dining hall. So you do a lot of steps, and you stay in shape, and you get a lot of sun, which is very nice. For so many of us, and I know myself included, it was a time to learn about ourselves, become more independent, and perhaps most importantly, find a sense of comfort. Whether it was a JCC camp, a rec camp, or month-long camp experiences that I had in Massachusetts, in the Canadian Rockies, in Alaska, camping helped shape me in many ways, and each experience in their own way provided joy, a sense of belonging, and growth. It's no wonder then that a recent study by the Foundation of Jewish Camp found that summer camping is the #1 place where Jewish teens feel comfortable being their true selves. Camping experiences allow teens a time to exhale, disconnect from screens. They're not allowed to use screens the entire time they're at camp, even though some of them have challenges with that, and connect with peers who share similar backgrounds and cultural bonds. From immersive Shabbat experiences to the balagan or barely controlled chaos of the blessings after meals, camp turns routine into community and connection rather than merely an obligation. And much like Moses, who turns to God in this week's Torah portion, the Et Canaan, for comfort after learning that he wouldn't enter the promised land, camp helps build emotional resilience, which is huge for any teen growing up. As an immersive social environment centered around growth and learning, Jewish camps are uniquely positioned to strengthen confidence and improve interpersonal skills, which are very, very valuable throughout their lives. Every summer, tens of thousands of Jewish campers throughout the Union for Reform Judaism's camp system find the sense of comfort that so many of us experienced during the summer camps when we were younger. May the Reformed Jewish community continue to go from strength to strength through camping. And may it lead to a very positive and enriching Jewish future. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to continue now on page 282. Anyone like to come forward? Any gentlemen, anyone like to come forward to help open the ark? Marlene is up here too, and she can help as well. Let's rise for the adoration, page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Feel free to be seated. Many thanks to our dynamic duo for helping open the ark. You'll find the words to Kaddish Tome, words of praise, Mourner's Kaddish, on 294. We think of members of our community who are in the period of Shloshim, first 30 days mourning a loved one. At this time, we fondly remember Regina Putterman, relative of Paula Rosoff and Edith Wassoff, sister of Marty Wassoff. We mark the yahrzeit anniversary of passing. On this Shabbat, we remember Annie Becker, Sidney Brandeis, Norton Chervitz, Joseph Cohn, Marjorie Cohn, Bernard Doff, Morris Fischelow, Betty Greiner, Hanley Horowitz, Marshall Kent, Eugene Kligman, Marvin Kraber, Janice Loeb, Rhoda Lowe, Joseph Mann, Louis Masarski, Gertrude Meza, Arnold Molish, Jean Orloff, Joseph Pascal, Helene Roberts, Samuel Slavin, Virginia Stevenson, Irving Tudelman, and Charlotte Van Ness. Are there any other names to add for yahrzeits at this time? We say Zichronam Livracha, may they all continue to be a blessing in their loved ones' lives as we rise together offering the words of Kaddish praise. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agalav b'zman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam ulamei al maya, yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, shemei dekudusha b'richu, elah min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram v'yoma v'imru, Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mramav hu ya'asei shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael Vimru. May the one who causes peace in the heavens cause peace to descend on us, on Israel, and throughout the world, as we say, Amen.
Vimru, 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 Amen. Vimru, 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 Amen.
Feel free to be seated. Join us in the Shabbat Kiddush for the fruit of the vine. Blessings on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho be'ava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'harta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha b'yava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
All right, any teens, young adults in the house who want to join? Ooh, look at this, the challah with the raisins. Love it. With the raisins.
Ooh, raisins.
Shehechianu, Yamanu, Higianu. This is the first raisin challah on this bima that I've witnessed. Who put raisins? The baker.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Tevon, enjoy. I got a raisin. All right. Pleasure to call forward our temple president, Marlene Wayne. She'll be sharing some upcoming announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. The last time I was up here and I took the challah, and then it was my turn to speak, and it was like I had a mouth full of challah, so that's why I declined Rabbi's offer tonight. Many thanks to Rabbi Matt, welcome back, Michelle, Joy, for leading a wonderful service, along with our greeters, Barry and the tech team, Saul and Andy and Robin. Thank you all for being here. Rabbi Matt's Nash and Knowledge series on Musar, character development, will resume on Monday, July 27th at 5:30 p.m. in person or on Zoom. His Intro to Judaism Zoom class on the Shabbat service will take place Monday, August 3rd at 5:30 p.m. Our next book club breakfast and discussion will take place Sunday, August 30th at 10:30 a.m. Martin Bodak, author of Zadie's War, will join the group via Zoom. Sisterhood's Honey fundraiser is underway, just $18 for an 8-ounce jar and personalized card that arrives in time for Rosh Hashanah. After services, please join us for oneg refreshments in the social hall. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and we'll add it for next week, Sunday, August 30th. We will also be having our reverse Tashlich Park and Beach cleanup. That will be in Weaver Park in Dunedin, right on the water, so you'll be able to go to the book club, and then following that, join members of the religious school and other people in the congregation who wants to help out with the park/beach cleanup in preparation for the high holidays. It's sponsored by a great environmental Jewish organization called Tikkun Hayam, which means repair the sea. And there are many, many hundreds of Jewish organizations and congregations in at least 4 or 5 continents who participate on various days around the Jewish New Year. We're going to close out our service by singing the words of Yehiyu L'Ratzon. You can find these words on the screen. May our words be acceptable to God. Also on page 62, if you'd like to follow along in the prayer book.
Yehiyu L'Ratzon Imrefi Egyom Libi Lefanecha Yehiyu L'Ratzon Imrefi Egyom Libi Lefanecha Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Begoali Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri Begoali Yehiyu L'Ratzon Imrefi V'yom Libi Lefanecha Yehiyu L'Ratzon Imrefi V'yom Libi Lefanecha.
Shabbat Shalom, thank you for coming out and join us in the oneg.